Hey everybody, welcome to the first of two videos that go over my top 10 uh, tricks, little tips, little things that you might not know about Google Sheets. Like I said, I'm going to break it into two videos. There'll be like five in this one, five in the other, and check it out. All right, so let's get into it. Today we're going to work within a Google Sheet that's completely made up. I just used ChatGPT to make up some names, and we're going to go ahead and go in here and kind of look around and work. The first thing I got to do is I have to reformat this so it just makes it stand out a little bit. Yeah, I know that we have some things that don't look right in here. We'll fix those in a little bit, but the first thing I want to show you is how to freeze this top row, our little row header. If you come up here to the corner, you can see the extra bolded vertical and horizontal line here. If you grab one of those lines and we go down, that's going to make that first row, our heading, be frozen. So as you scroll through the data, that will stay there. If you want to do it for the date as well, all you would do is take that line and you would move it over, and now both of those things are frozen. All right, so those are trick 1 and 2 is freezing columns and freezing rows. Let's get into our second one. As I said before, there are a couple of columns here that needs some readjusting size-wise. If you go up here and straddle between two columns here and you double click, it's going to automatically resize those columns to fit the headings. All right, so as you can see, now they all look good. So that's resizing the columns quickly. You could do that with the rows as well. I just don't have anything that is looking a little off with the rows. That is the next trick. We can add columns or rows just by going in, clicking on a box, right-clicking. You can decide whether you want a row above or a column to the left, and you can move them around. You can also shift things down in here, but that is one of the things I wish I would have known. If you don't need a column or a row, you can right-click, and they are also right there as well. All right, sometimes we like to navigate within the data, and an easy way of doing that is clicking where you want to start here. If we want to go the whole way down to the last part of the data within that column, so the last date at the bottom, sometimes what we do is we just take our mouse wheel and we scroll the whole way down, or we go over and we toggle down with the column bar here, and we'll go down. But there's another way that you could do it. If you hit Control and then the arrows, it's going to allow you to move all around the data into the corners of the data. So the last part of the data. So I'm at the top left. If I hit Control down, it's going to take me to the bottom left. Control right, it's going to take me to the right. Control up, it's going to take me back up to the top line there. It only stays within plots that you have data in. So we're not going the whole way down to infinity here. Sometimes if you just want to move a page down, you could just hit page down on your keyboard, but this is working within. Now going along with that, if you wanted to select the data, sometimes I want to just print the data, the cells that have data in. All right, what you can do is you could hit Control Shift and use the arrow. So I'm in the top right, I'm hitting Control Shift left, and it selected everything to the left. If I hit Control Shift down, it's going to go the whole way down. And now everything that is within our data range here that we have data for is now selected. And then from there, we could just print that section by going to Print. All right. And if you want to go here, you could just do selected cells, and it's just going to print the selected cells. So that's an easy way of doing that as well. All right, since we already have our data selected, we can right-click on it and hit copy real quick. And sometimes, I find myself wanting to give students reminders. So if they had to pay a certain amount of money left on their balance for this test, or whatever it may be, maybe they're going on a class trip or something, and I want to give them a little ticket that kind of has all this information on it, I can do that. Simply highlight the data uh, and right click and copy. All right. I don't like the way that it's oriented. I don't want to give them a little slither. Maybe I want to give them something a little bit larger than that. And I don't like the way that this is oriented. Well, we could flip the X and the Y axis here. I'm going to select a new sheet. Okay. And I'm going to hit right click. And then I'm going to go to paste special. And I'm going to hit transposed. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us the information, just everything flipped. From there, you can make it, look a little bit better. And now, when you're doing this, you can kind of give them the date, their room number, their name, and all the information. And it's not just a little slither that is very wide. Now it's more something a little bit more manageable to not lose and also understand the information. So that's an easy way of flipping the same data, so maybe it's just oriented in a way that you want it. So I hope these couple of tricks helped you and that you learned something from this video.